Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we will delve into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with a more in-depth analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 20th of May, 2025, our system has identified Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -4.12. Now, let us examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has incurred a loss of -1.74%. This results in an average daily loss of -0.17% since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock currently rests at the upper part of a very wide and declining trend in the short term. This situation typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. Should there be a breakout at the upper trend line at $205.02, it will initially indicate a slower rate of decline and may serve as the first sign of a potential trend shift. The existing 3-month trend suggests a possible change of -10.39% over the coming 3 months, with a potential return ranging between -30.32% and -9.62%. Looking further ahead, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of -2.67%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -17.96% and +22.58% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $166.77 and $249.16. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, Apple stock price up approximately 0.778% on Tuesday. The Apple stock price gained approximately 0.778% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2025, rising from $201.70 to $203.27. It has now gained for 3 consecutive days. It will be interesting to observe whether it continues to climb or takes a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 1.4%, with a low of $200.96 and a high of $203.77. The price has been quite volatile during this period, and there has been a decline of 2.64% over the last 2 weeks. The trading volume increased on the last day alongside the price, which is a favorable technical indicator, with a total of 8 million more shares traded compared to the previous day. In total, 43 million shares exchanged hands for approximately $8.78 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock reached $260.10, while the lowest price was $169.21. Currently, the price stands at 21.85% or $56.83, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which also represents the all-time high for the stock. Recent developments surrounding Apple Incorporated continue to shape investor sentiment and might influence its stock price in both the short and long term. A key highlight is Citi maintaining a bullish outlook on Apple, setting a 12-month price target at $240. This reinforces investor confidence in Apple's long-term growth potential, especially amid fluctuating market conditions. Moreover, Apple's strong cash generation capabilities align the company with notable tech titans like Microsoft. Such financial resilience positions Apple as an attractive investment, capable of funding innovation and rewarding shareholders through potential dividends, positively impacting its stock performance. However, challenges loom with the European Union's Digital Markets Act, requiring Apple to adapt its business practices. As regulatory pressures mount, there are concerns that these changes could hinder Apple's growth trajectory and competitive edge, leading to cautious investor behavior in the near term. Additionally, there's a shift in investment sentiment, with some analysts suggesting a redistribution of portfolios towards rival tech giants like Alphabet, citing its diversified growth opportunities and advancements in artificial intelligence. This trend could lead to a short-term pullback in Apple stock as investors reassess their positions. Finally, numerous ongoing legal investigations surrounding Apple could introduce volatility as shareholders remain on alert for potential repercussions. Overall, while Apple's solid fundamentals and optimistic forecast suggest a promising long-term outlook, regulatory pressures and competitive dynamics will be critical as investors navigate the near-term landscape. Analyst ratings. On Sunday, the 1st of June 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned AAPL a buy grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 21st of May 2025, it was reported that Goldman Sachs assigned AAPL a buy grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 12th of May 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned AAPL an overweight grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 5th of May 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned AAPL a cautious grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 2nd of May 2025, it was reported that Wedbush assigned AAPL a neutral grade with a downgrade action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. Today, there are mixed signals regarding the stock. The Apple stock shows a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this contributes to a more negative outlook for the stock. If the stock continues to rise, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $203.79. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $200.24. A breakout above the long-term average would provide another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average would generate an additional sell signal, further reinforcing the overall sentiment. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Thursday, May 1st, 2025, and thus far, the stock has decreased by 4.71%. Additional declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Notably, volume is increasing alongside the price, which is seen as a positive technical indicator. Here are some additional signals that may capture your interest. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, a sell signal. Pivots, a sell signal was indicated 23 days ago. Bollinger, a buy signal was noted 40 days ago. The short-term moving average, a buy signal occurred 4 days ago. The long-term moving average, a sell signal was generated 10 days ago. The relationship between the short-term and long-term moving averages, a buy signal was observed 6 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we can observe the short moving average, a sell signal was noted 10 days ago. The long-term moving average, a buy signal was detected 62 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, a buy signal was identified 57 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you are looking for more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $198.85. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be anticipated when the support is tested. This stock exhibits average daily movements, and with healthy trading volume, the risk is deemed to be medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $2.82 between its high and low, representing a change of 1.4%. In the last week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 1.82%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 31st of July, 2025. Analyst consensus estimates are at $1.42. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $205.35. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of May, 2025, Condo Chris executed an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Parek Kaven executed an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. On the 15th of April, 2025, Parek Kaven executed an insider sale of 5,111 shares of restricted stock units. On the 15th of April, 2025, Parek Kaven executed another insider sale of 5,817 shares of restricted stock units. On the 15th of April, 2025, Parek Kaven also executed an insider purchase of 16,458 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we have determined the insider power to be negative, with a ratio of negative 19.390. Overall, insiders purchased 1,389,288 shares and sold 1,992,668 shares in the last 100 trades. We currently hold a negative evaluation for this stock, and there is no stop loss implemented. Is Apple stock a good buy? Apple currently presents several unfavorable indicators, leading us to believe that its performance will remain weak in the upcoming days or weeks. Consequently, we hold a negative outlook on this stock. After examining the volatility and movements from the most recent trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 4th of June, we anticipate that Apple will open lower by 605 of a dollar, beginning trading at $202.67. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any purchases or sales of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.